Hello and welcome to Blismos Academy. Today we will learn on how to sign up with Google Cloud Platform. As part of this session, we will also cover what is GCP, how to create a cluster. Then we will go ahead in creating storage in Google Cloud Platform. And at last, we will connect to HDFS as well. Let's start. What is GCP? GCP is a cloud computing services offered by Google. With GCP, you can manage and manipulate data according to your requisites. Advantages of GCP: it gives you higher productivity, flexibility to work from anywhere, and it is cost effective. If you're looking for more details, please visit cloud.google.com/docs. Let's begin with the Google Cloud Platform sign up. Go to your browser and type as GCP. That will take you to the Google Cloud Platform website. You need to sign into your Google account. Once signed in, click on Console. You will have to accept the Google's terms and conditions, agree and continue. The GCP says you will get 90 days and $300 of free trial to get started. So click on try for free. You'll have to again accept the terms and conditions. Continue. In this form, you will have to fill in your details like are you an individual or you're logging in as a business? What is your tax information? Are you a registered individual or you're unregistered individual? Your name and address. And at last, you will have to fill in your card details. Please note, Google will not charge you until and unless you upgrade your account to the paid account. Hope you're done with the billing formalities, and I have done mine as well. Google Cloud Platform says welcome and thank you for signing up. Your free trial includes $300 in credit to spend over next 90 days. Even if you're running out of credit, don't worry, we won't be billed unless you turn on automatic billing. So they are assuring you again that they won't bill you until you upgrade your account to the paid account. Once the billing formality is completed, you will have to create a cluster in the first place. To create a cluster, go to navigate menu, then under big data, there will be an option called as data proc. So what is Dataproc? Dataproc is a managed Spark and other Hadoop services which lets you take advantage of open source tools for batch processing, querying, streaming, and much more. It will save your time and money, and you can focus on your data management. In Dataproc, click on clusters, click on enable. Now click on create cluster. In this page, you will have to set up the cluster. First, you will have to name your cluster. I will be naming it as GCP HDFS. Under location, you can select any location which you prefer. I will leave as it is as US Central 1, and zone I will select as US Central 1C. Cluster type, you get three options to make here: standard, single node, and high availability. Under standard, you will get one master and n number of workers. Single node, you will get one master and zero workers. High availability, you will get three masters and n number of workers. I will leave it to standard as of now. Coming down further, it will give you options to select Anaconda, Hive, Web, HCAT, Jupyter Notebook, Zookeeper, and others. So you can select if you want to work on any of these components. For now, I'm leaving as it is. I'm not selecting any of the components. I'll go to the next page, configure nodes. It is optional if you like to do any changes, or else you can go further. In machine type, by default, they have given me 4 vCPU and memory of 15 memory. I will be reducing it but I will select as 2 vCPUs and 7.5 GB memory. Primary disk, I will reduce it to 200 GB. And again, in the worker node, I will be reducing it to 2 vCPUs and 7.5 GB memory. You can also select the number of worker nodes here. I will leave it as it is to 2. Again, primary disk, I will be reducing it to 200 GB. Rest of the options I will leave as it is, and I will hit on create. So the status is saying as running and a cluster has been created successfully. Once the cluster has been created, you will have to create a storage. For storage, again, go to navigation menu. Under storage, there will be an option storage. Click on the same. In this page, click on create bucket. So here you will have to create a bucket. You have to give a name to your bucket, and the name should be globally unique. So I will be naming the bucket as DTABKT. As I already said, the name has to be globally unique. The name which I gave has already taken by someone else, so I'll have to search for a unique name. I named it as my HDFS bug, and it is globally unique, thankfully. Click on continue. Location type, up to you. You can select one region, you can select dual region, or you can select multi-region. If you're selecting multi-region, your data will be stored in multi-region. I will be selecting one region as of now. Rest I will leave it as it is, and then hit the create button. Once the storage has been created, you will have to upload a file from your local system. I will select a CSV file, that is flight data 2014. The CSV file has been uploaded as well in the storage. You can also see what the file contains. Click on the file name and you can click on the URL that will open the CSV file. This is my CSV file. It has 3 columns: destination country name, origin country name, and count. So far we have created a cluster, we created a storage, we uploaded a file as well. How do we work on this file? How do we work on our data? Let's look into that. Go to your cluster again. To go to cluster, you'll have to go to big data. Under big data, there will be option called data proc. Against the data proc, click on cluster. Click on the cluster name GCP HDFS. Inside the cluster, click on VM instances. Under VM instances, you can see the master node and worker nodes which we created while creating the cluster. In front of master node, you will see option called as SSH. SSH is nothing but secure shell. Click on drop down and select open in browser window. The secure shell will give you access to the terminal. In the terminal, you can connect to the HDFS. How do you connect to the HDFS? You can type the command as HDFS DFS hyphen ls front slash. Enter. I have two folders in HDFS, user and temp. Now we will try to create a directory in HDFS. To create a directory, you need to give the command as HDFS DFS hyphen mkdir user, and this is my new directory. We'll check whether the directory has been created. HDFS DFS ls slash user, enter. You can see the folder has been created. Now we'll try to connect to Hive and access the file which we just uploaded in the storage. To connect to Hive, we will have to give the beeline command. Hive has been connected. Now we'll try to create a Hive table using the file which we uploaded to the storage. So this is the command to create the table, and this is the location where my file has been stored. Enter. I hope the table has been created now. We'll try to access the table. Select star from flight data 2014, which is my table name. Enter. The table has been created. Now we can access the table as well. So we successfully connected to HDFS, we successfully connected to Hive as well. Thank you for watching the video. For more videos and big data related courses, please visit www.blismosacademy.com. Thank you.